What if I told you that by 2030, Israel's air defense network could intercept almost anything from hypersonic missiles to swarms of AI-powered drones before they even reach the border? In this video, we're diving into Israel's futuristic air defense plans and what the world might look like once these systems are fully deployed. Stay tuned, because the future of warfare is changing fast. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are exploring a fascinating and critical topic, Israel's Air Defense 2030 and what lies ahead in the coming years. Israel has long been a pioneer in defense technology, developing systems like the Iron Dome, David's Sling, and the Arrow family to counter a wide range of threats. But as warfare evolves, the challenges Israel faces are becoming far more complex. In recent conflicts, we have seen the rise of low-cost drones, precision-guided missiles, and even the threat of hypersonic weapons. These technologies make traditional defense systems harder to rely on. That is why Israel is looking toward 2030 with a vision to create a multi-layered, AI-driven defense shield that can react faster, intercept more accurately, and adapt to new threats almost instantly. This video will break down Israel's future defense architecture into 10 sections, each highlighting a key area of innovation. From the next generation of Iron Dome to space-based defense systems, we'll explore how these technologies could change the balance of power in the region and even influence global military strategies. So, if you're curious about how Israel plans to protect itself in the next decade and how these systems may set a precedent for the rest of the world, stick around until the end. By 2030, air defense won't just be about shooting down rockets. It will be about predicting threats before they launch. The Iron Dome is already one of the most famous air defense systems in the world, known for intercepting short-range rockets and artillery shells with impressive accuracy. However, as threats become more sophisticated, the Iron Dome itself is evolving. By 2030, we can expect a more advanced version that integrates artificial intelligence to reduce human reaction time and improve interception rates. The system will likely rely on upgraded radars capable of tracking multiple threats simultaneously, even if they are launched in massive salvos designed to overwhelm defenses. Another big change is cost efficiency. Right now, every Iron Dome interceptor missile costs tens of thousands of dollars, while the rockets it shoots down often cost just a few hundred. Israel is addressing this imbalance with the integration of laser technology. By 2030, the Iron Dome will be supported by directed energy weapons, which use high-powered lasers to destroy incoming projectiles at a fraction of the cost of a traditional missile. These lasers are expected to become mobile, mounted on both ground vehicles and possibly aircraft. The combination of missiles and lasers will make the system both versatile and affordable, ensuring that it remains a cornerstone of Israel's defense network. In short, the Iron Dome of 2030 will no longer be just a missile interceptor. It will be a hybrid shield combining missiles, lasers, and AI-driven tracking, making it nearly impossible for enemies to overwhelm Israel with low-cost projectiles. Beyond short-range threats, Israel relies on David's Sling to intercept medium-range missiles and cruise missiles. This system was designed to bridge the gap between the Iron Dome and the long-range Arrow family. By 2030, David's Sling will undergo significant upgrades to keep pace with evolving threats. One of the key developments is the introduction of hypersonic missile defense capability. Hypersonic weapons, which travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5 and can maneuver mid-flight, are one of the greatest challenges for air defense systems worldwide. Israel is working on enhancing the radars and interceptors of David's Sling to track and engage such threats. Additionally, the system will likely integrate with artificial intelligence algorithms to predict missile trajectories even when they attempt evasive maneuvers. Another expected change is the deployment of multi-purpose interceptors. Instead of designing a separate interceptor for every threat type, David's Sling will use modular interceptors capable of adapting to drones, cruise missiles, and hypersonic targets alike. Furthermore, by 2030, David's Sling will not only protect Israel's skies, but also play a role in regional defense. The system could be exported to allied nations or integrated into a broader cooperative defense network involving countries like the United States or European allies. This would give Israel strategic depth beyond its borders. In essence, David's Sling is transforming from a specialized system into a flexible, AI-enhanced guardian capable of handling the most sophisticated threats of the future battlefield. At the top layer of Israel's air defense sits the Arrow program, designed to counter long-range ballistic missiles, including those potentially carrying nuclear warheads. By 2030, Arrow 4 will likely be fully operational, replacing Arrow 2 and Arrow 3 with a more advanced system capable of engaging next-generation threats. Arrow 4 is expected to specialize in maneuverable re-entry vehicles and hypersonic glide vehicles, both of which are designed to evade traditional interceptors. This will require a new generation of radars with greater range, precision, and real-time AI assistance. Another significant aspect of the Arrow program's future is space defense. Israel has hinted at the possibility of developing space-based interceptors or sensors. Satellites could be deployed to detect launches the moment they occur, providing Israel with additional time to prepare a response. While it may not be fully militarized space warfare, the integration of space assets into missile defense will be a game changer. By combining ground-based interceptors with orbital detection systems, Israel will achieve a new level of layered protection. This will not only strengthen national security, but also send a message of deterrence to potential adversaries. In short, the Arrow program of 2030 will be more than a missile shield. It will be an integrated, multi-domain defense platform that extends Israel's reach into space and gives it the ability to counter the most advanced missile threats known to modern warfare. Perhaps the most revolutionary shift in Israel's air defense by 2030 will be the adoption of directed energy weapons, particularly high-powered lasers. Israel has already tested its Iron Beam laser system, which can destroy rockets, drones, and mortars with pinpoint accuracy. By the end of the decade, we can expect these systems to be fully operational, mobile, and deployed alongside traditional missile defenses. The key advantage of lasers is cost. While interceptor missiles are expensive and limited in number, a laser can fire thousands of shots as long as it has a power source. This makes it ideal for countering swarm attacks from drones or barrages of cheap rockets. Another advantage is speed. Lasers move at the speed of light, meaning they can engage threats almost instantly after detection. By 2030, Israel aims to integrate lasers into a seamless defensive grid where each layer, Iron Dome, David's Sling, Arrow, and Iron Beam, communicates in real time to assign the right weapon for the right target. Lasers will likely be mounted on trucks, armored vehicles, and potentially even aircraft, giving Israel mobile coverage that can be moved wherever the threat is greatest. The biggest challenge is power generation, but advancements in compact energy storage are making this feasible. In essence, lasers represent the future of low-cost, rapid response defense. By combining traditional interceptors with directed energy weapons, Israel will create a defense network that is not only impenetrable, but also economically sustainable for the long term. One of the biggest transformations in air defense by 2030 won't be the weapons themselves, but the software running them. Artificial intelligence, big data, and predictive analytics will allow Israel to anticipate and neutralize threats before they even reach its borders. Today's air defense systems already rely heavily on radar and computer algorithms, but the next generation will go much further. Imagine an AI that can analyze patterns of enemy launches, predict where rockets will fall, and prioritize which threats to intercept first, all within milliseconds. By 2030, Israel's defense network will use AI not only to track individual missiles, but also to forecast entire attack strategies. This means that instead of reacting to threats one by one, Israel will anticipate the enemy's next move. Big data from satellites, drones, ground sensors, and cyber intelligence will feed into centralized command systems, creating what some experts call a digital shield. These systems will allow Israel to engage only the most dangerous threats, conserving resources while still ensuring total protection. Another crucial aspect is cyber defense. As military networks become more interconnected, they are also vulnerable to hacking. Israel will likely invest heavily in AI-driven cybersecurity to ensure that its defense systems cannot be disabled remotely. In short, the future of Israel's air defense will not just be about interceptors and lasers. It will be about a smart, adaptive shield that uses data to stay one step ahead of its adversaries at all times. One of the most pressing challenges of modern warfare is the rise of drones. They are cheap, mobile, and capable of overwhelming defenses through swarm tactics. Israel is acutely aware of this threat, especially after seeing drones used extensively in recent conflicts across the Middle East. By 2030, drone defense will be one of the most important components of Israel's air defense strategy. Israel is already developing advanced anti-drone technologies, including electronic warfare systems that jam signals and force drones to crash. However, future systems will go much further. AI-powered radars and sensors will detect, classify, and track drones in real time, even if they are flying low or using stealth designs. Once detected, multiple defense options will be available: lasers to burn drones mid-air, high-speed interceptor drones to ram or disable them, and electronic warfare systems to cut off communication between drones and their operators. Another likely development is the use of Israel's own drone swarms for defense. Instead of relying solely on static systems, Israel could deploy defensive drone fleets that patrol the skies, ready to intercept hostile UAVs before they reach critical targets. By 2030, defending against drone swarms will be as important as defending against missiles. Israel's focus will be on creating a layered defense specifically tailored to drones, ensuring that no matter how cheap or numerous these threats become, they can be neutralized before causing serious damage. While Israel has traditionally focused on defending its own territory, by 2030, we may see a shift toward regional defense cooperation. Threats like ballistic missiles and drone swarms do not respect borders, and Israel's advanced defense technologies could become the backbone of a cooperative shield for allied nations in the Middle East. For example, Israel has already increased security ties with countries such as the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain through the Abraham Accords. By 2030, these relationships could evolve into shared defense systems where radars and interceptors are linked to provide wider coverage. Imagine a network where a missile launched at one country is detected by sensors in another and intercepted by the system best positioned to stop it. On a global scale, Israel is also likely to deepen its cooperation with the United States and NATO partners. The Arrow program, for example, has already benefited from American investment, and future upgrades will probably involve close collaboration. Beyond hardware, Israel may also play a role in developing global defense doctrines, sharing its expertise in layered air defense with other nations. International cooperation also provides financial and strategic benefits. By exporting its systems and working jointly with allies, Israel ensures its own security while strengthening diplomatic ties. In short, the air defense of 2030 won't just protect Israel's skies. It could help create a regional shield that benefits allies and reshapes the security architecture of the Middle East. Building such an advanced air defense network comes with enormous economic and strategic implications. On the economic side, developing next-generation systems like lasers, AI-driven interceptors, and space-based assets requires billions of dollars in investment. However, Israel also benefits from its thriving defense industry, which is one of the largest exporters of military technology in the world. By 2030, many of these innovations will likely be commercialized and sold to allies, generating revenue that offsets the costs of development. Strategically, Israel's investment in air defense sends a clear message to both allies and adversaries that it intends to stay ahead of emerging threats. A robust air defense network provides deterrence, making it less likely that enemies will launch attacks in the first place. This creates not only military security, but also political stability, which in turn benefits Israel's economy and society. Another strategic impact is the balance of power in the Middle East. Countries that cannot match Israel's defense capabilities may be discouraged from escalating conflicts, while those allied with Israel may feel more secure under its defense umbrella. This enhances Israel's geopolitical influence in the region and beyond. Finally, the psychological impact should not be underestimated. For Israeli citizens, knowing that the country is building an impenetrable shield provides reassurance and strengthens national morale. In short, by 2030, Israel's air defense will not only change the battlefield, but also reshape the economy, politics, and psychology of security in the region. As we look ahead to 2030, one thing is clear: Israel's air defense will be unlike anything the world has seen before. From lasers and AI-driven interceptors to drone swarms and space-based radars, the future of warfare is pushing the boundaries of technology and strategy. But this evolution is not just about Israel. The systems being developed now will likely influence global defense doctrines for decades to come. Other nations will study and adapt Israel's model, leading to a new era of multi-layered AI-enhanced air defense networks worldwide. Still, challenges remain. Hypersonic missiles, cyber warfare, and ever-evolving drone technologies will continue to push the limits of defense systems. No shield is truly invincible, and Israel will need to keep innovating even beyond 2030 to maintain its advantage. But one thing is certain: the vision of an impenetrable, intelligent defense shield is closer than ever. For Israel, this is not just about military security. It is about survival, deterrence, and maintaining a technological edge in one of the world's most volatile regions. For the rest of the world, it is a glimpse into the future of modern warfare, where speed, intelligence, and adaptability matter just as much as firepower. By 2030, the skies over Israel may well be the most heavily defended airspace on Earth, setting the standard for what it means to be secure in the 21st century. And that wraps up our deep dive into Israel's air defense 2030. What do you think? Will lasers and AI truly change the face of modern warfare? Or do you believe new offensive weapons will always find a way to break through? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more in-depth analyses on future military technologies, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.